the dark.
I'm in the dark.
You're in the dark.
So I'd say the main way to like look at what type of city or what type of country the Philippines is like just like back home, you'll have parts of town that were built like 20, 30, 40 years ago. So the buildings aren't necessarily all that old. They're the same age as any building or sidewalk or whatever that'd be built like in Los Angeles. The difference is though is that there's no upkeep. It's kind of like when you buy like a brand new thing and it just gets old with use and older and older and older and older and you never repaint it or refix anything. It gets a hole in it. It gets a hole in it, kind of like an old car. So it's kind of like the way the whole, I guess, all the parts of the cities look. Like even the stuff that's 5 years old, you can tell has 5 years of wear on it. Where back home, you could have a building that's 40, 50 years old, and it still looks new because any damage to it, gets repaired. Where here, it's just left alone.
Or maybe they repair it, but with as little effort as possible.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be a good example. It'd be like if you're gonna repaint something instead of like doing primer and sending out the old paint in it, they just put paint over it so it looks repainted, I guess. So it's kind of the funny thing is you'll see like I don't know, parts of walls everywhere, or like it'll be a big pile of like debris, but because there's no one's job to clean up the debris, it just always sits there. But yeah, it's not like it's an older city. It's not like the buildings are really old in it. It's just that you can tell that no one has ever come by and painted it. It just stays the same. So it's like owning a brand new thing and having 10 years go by, and then that thing is no longer um, it no longer looks fresh off the box anymore.
See, do you think that's part of what keeps it really cheap?
Yeah, you just like you just slowly you just make it work. It doesn't matter what it looks like. You just make it work. So like the jeepneys are a really good example of that. Like they have these jeeps that are extended, so they're almost like what a limo does to a town car. So the jeep is an extra like 5 feet to it, and then the back is nothing but just places to sit in it. And you look at the front, and the whole thing is caged. So like the tail lights are all in a cage, the headlights are in a cage. It has like a big grill around it. Like it'll have a lot of shiny pieces on it. Because the guys that own the Jeepneys, they obviously like take pride in it. But then it's funny too of how makeshift it looks. Because you'll see some parts are welded together, and other parts are riveted. So like nothing really matches on it. Everything is just for function. And then they'll take pride in it because they'll get like really shiny metals for it, but they'll never straighten anything out. Something is
Because it's not broken.
yeah, it's not broken. So they'll never put new paint on it. So kind of funny stuff.
Is that a good thing or bad thing?
No, it's different. It just keeps costs down, I'm sure. Like it's kind of funny how the whole, I guess, just from what I've seen, like the whole country believes in that method. So it's not like you have some parts that are really nice and some parts are really bad. It's just that everything is, even brand new buildings don't have any upkeep on it. So everything is just, you know, I'm sure whatever, when it's brand new, it looks just amazing. It's probably the best looking thing in the whole country, but give it 2 years, even without new paint, it's going to start looking older. So.
Well, we'll take you to Manila. Manila, not Metro Manila. Because what you've seen is a part of Metro Manila, but not the heart of the city.
I see. Is that more modernized?
No, it's the buildings are from Spanish era,
Mm.
and I think those are kept well. Uh, for, from what I remember and from what people have been saying. So we'll take you there and then we'll revisit this comment.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah, that'd be good.
Okay.
Jinqui.